Good morning, Pilgrim. Today I've been reading through John, my favorite book of the Bible. It's when I feel the closest to my Savior Jesus. John chapter 15. I'm going to read here verse 1 through 10, 11 through 11. I am the true vine. I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit he takes away, and every branch that does bear fruit he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. Already you are clean because of the word that I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you. As a branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit. For apart from me you can do nothing. If anyone does not abide in me, he is thrown away like a branch and withers, and the branches are gathered, thrown into the fire and burned. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be given for you. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, and so prove to be my disciples. As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full. March 3rd. This was preached on March 22nd, 1857. The Fruitless Vine. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is the vine tree more than any tree, or than a branch which is among the trees of the forest? Ezekiel 15, 1 and 2. In looking upon all the various trees, we observe that the vine is distinguished amongst them, so that in the old parable of Jotham, the trees waited upon the vine tree and said unto it, Come thou and reign over us. But merely looking at the vine without regards to its fruitfulness, we should not see any kingship in it over other trees. Yeah, in size, in form, in its beauty or utility, it has not the slightest advantage. We can do nothing with the wood of the vine. Shall wood be taken thereof to do any work, or will men take a pin of it to hang a vessel thereon? It is a useless plant apart from its fruitfulness. Sometimes we see it in beauty, trained up by the side of our walls, and in the East it might be seen in all its luxuriance, and great care is bestowed in its training. But leave the vine to itself and consider it apart from its fruitfulness. It is the most insignificant and despicable of all things that bear the name of trees. Now, beloved, this is for the humbling of God's people. They are called God's vine. But what are they by nature more than others? Others are as good as they, yea, some others are even greater and better than they. They, by God's goodness, have become fruitful. Having been planted in a good soil, the Lord has trained them upon the walls of the sanctuary, and they bring forth fruit to his glory. But what are they without their God? What are they without the continual influence of the Spirit, begetting fruitfulness in them? Are they not the least among the sons of men, and the most to be despised of those that have been brought forth of women? Yeah, it's only the grace of God, Pilgrim, that makes us any different than the rest of them. 1 Corinthians 15:10, But by the grace of God I am what I am, And by his grace toward me it was not in vain. On the contrary, I worked harder than any of them, though it was not I. After all my hard work, it was not I, but the grace of God that is with me. I can't leave this. I can't leave John. John 15. I'm going back to it and I'm going to read some more. Chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. No longer do I call you servants, for the servant does not know what his master is doing, but I have called you friends. I have called you friends, for all that I have heard from my Father I have made known to you. You didn't choose me, but I chose you, and I appointed you that you should go and bear fruit, and that your fruit should abide, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, so that you will love one another. If the world hated you, know that it has hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love you as its own. But because you are not of the world, but I chose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. Remember the word that I've said to you, a servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they kept my word, they will also keep yours. But all these things they will do to you on account of my name, because they do not know him who sent me. If I had not come and spoken to them, they would not have been guilty of sin, but now they have no excuse for their sin. Whoever hates me hates my Father also. If I had not done among them the works that no one else did, they would not be guilty of sin. But now they have seen and hated both me and my Father. But the word that is written in their law must be fulfilled. They hated me without a cause. But when a helper comes, whom I will send to you from the Father, the Spirit of truth who proceeds from the Father, he will bear witness about me. And you also will bear witness, because you have been with me from the beginning. Well, pilgrim, the Gospel of John, 14 through 17. 14 through 17. Read it all. Oh, it's such joy. So much Jesus. It's all Jesus' word. Nearly every word in it is Jesus' word. Read it. Then you will have a great day. So God bless. Read, pray, have a great day.